Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. Let's find out what do we have in our economic calendar for today. Overnight data were in form of the interest rate decision. First interest rate decision that we have is the Reserve Bank of New Zealand decided to cut the interest rate from the 4.75% to 4.25% as expected. LBNZ monetary policy statement and rate statement were published accordingly. At 9 o'clock, we have the European Central Bank non-monetary policy meeting, and then at 10:30 we got the JFK German consumer climate data scheduled for release. Then we enter the US session and we start with the core durable goods orders and durable goods orders at 2:30 together with GDP price index, good trade balance, core PCE price index, core PCE price index monthly, and so on, personal spending, initial jobless claims, and that's it at 2:30. Then we got the Chicago PMI PCE price index, pending home sales. All of this is scheduled at 4 o'clock. Then at 4:30 we got crude oil inventories and Cushing crude oil inventories, and then we skip straight on to the Reserve Bank of New Zealand press conference, which is scheduled for is at 5 o'clock. And at the end of the day, we got the Atlanta Fed GDP now at 7 o'clock, together with the 7-year note auction and US bulk Hughes oil rig count and total rig count. So very, very busy US session for today. Reserve Bank of the New Zealand decided to cut the interest rate. We are definitely going to take a look at the New Zealand dollar later on, but we start with the euro dollar. For our chart of the euro dollar is showing us another situation when the ABC corrective cycle to the upside should be continued. The momentum is hovering around the level of 50 as the bulls are still trying to move higher towards the level of 1.6 and 1.0611. So all of these two levels will actually act as the potential targets for the wave. See, we've been trying to break above the short-term trend line. You can see here there was a one false breakout with the local high at 1.0545, but then as you can see we have a very big pin bar and then confirmation to the downside. So this movement to the upside was used to open more sell orders by the bears, and they managed to push the price back under the short-term trend line again. Now if we break back above 1.0545, the next target is of course 1.0599 and 1.0611. Eventually we might even hit the 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour chart, located right now at 1.0598. All we need is increase in the momentum to see bigger bounce and completion of the wave C on the euro dollar. Let's find out what is going on the New Zealand dollar after the interest rate cut. So what do we have here is a daily time frame chart. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. There you go. So definitely we just recently broke below this technical support located at 5,852. So we got this technical support located here. Now another technical support is just a little bit lower, 5,845, and there is one more, the newest one, made just yesterday at 5,792. However, since yesterday we have a very nice bullish engulfing pattern, and this might look as a kind of a pin bar here that we got on this market. So for now, let's just establish some other levels in form of the technical resistance. It looks pretty clear to me that one of them would be this one, 5,907 pips, and the other one would be located just above this level, roughly around 5,938. So those are the immediate target levels for the bulls, and because the momentum is still very weak, is still below the level of 50 for sure. So we need to wait for the momentum to break above the level of 50. Otherwise, we will stay here with the momentum and continue to move lower on the daily time frame chart of the New Zealand versus the US dollar. Please notice 50 periods moving average on the daily time frame chart. Right now, this level will act as the dynamic technical resistance. 5,956 might be tested as well. So generally, the market participants decided to buy New Zealand dollar and sell the US dollar, which is why we have this temporary movement to the upside. And last thing we are going to place on this chart is the recent biggest correction, which is 2.10, 2.12, and we are now going to move this recent movement to the upside. So there you go. In order to get another correction here bigger than 2.12, we need to definitely get into the supply zone and break above 5,935 technical resistance. Then we have the first confirmation the overbalance is in play. Now, because we have plenty of the data from the USA, let's take a look at the S&P 500. So what is going on here? As you can see, we got our arrow here from the last week, and as you can see, the market does exactly what it's supposed to do. After the initial correction, we have the rally back towards the all-time high at 6,022 points with this kind of a momentum. So nothing changed here. We should be aiming again higher. The next target might be, for example, 6,050 or 6,100 points. As long as we are trading above 5,831, this is the technical support. The outlook for the S&P 500 remains bullish, and we should see more upside to come. Please keep an eye on today's data from the US. Various data will be released today. They might increase the volatility and eventually be a trigger for another spike to the upside on the S&P 500. And last but not least, as usual, let's talk about Bitcoin at the end of our analysis. As you can see, we are now doing the correction. The correction made 8.82%, minus 8.82%. So we get almost 9% correction, but the market is trying right now to bounce. However, this bounce is still very weak, especially if we are trading below the level of 50 on the RSI, inside the negative sentiment levels. Currently 43 points, still a little bit away from the level of 50. So we should see another spike to the downside on the Bitcoin in order to do a hefty correction. I guess that my target for the level of, let me just move this. There you go. Towards that level here, 88,851 would be exactly kind of a 11%, minus 11% for this corrective movement, and it would be inside of the previous wave 4 or the lesser degree. So as you can see, we got this kind of a triangle here. So it might complete the first leg of the correction, or it might be even the whole correction here. There is still room to the downside to hit the level of 30, which is the extremely oversold conditions level on the 4-hour chart. So as long as we trade below this level here, 95,836, the outlook for the Bitcoin remains temporary bearish, because we need to complete the corrective cycle. When the corrective cycle is completed, the reversal and the continuation of the uptrend towards $100,000 should be done. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.